So rightfully so, we've been getting a couple of questions about the new Las Vegas Raiders corner Rock Ya-Sin. Great. Other than having a great name, this guy I think could play some ball for the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, he was obviously acquired man for man in a trade with the Indianapolis Colts for Yannick Ngakoue, which again, I've said from the very beginning, I think was just an attempt to dump his contract. And I get it. What was he do? 8-10 million or something like that? Like quite a bit of chunk of change, excuse me. Not chump change, that's a lot of money. And obviously they brought in a guy like Chandler Jones, so you get it. They want to dump off higher production, more money. I think potentially higher production. We'll have to see, but I think Chandler Jones is a better overall player than a guy like Yannick Ngakoue. But Yannick Ngakoue is still a stud. No, let's not get our things mixed up here. But the biggest question is, what are you getting back? Like the first thing I really have to say about that trade is, listen, you're dumping off a ton of money for a guy that I think a lot of people have been saying, he could be a potential depth piece and special teamer. Rock Ya-Sin can ball now, okay? I think really what it came down to is he didn't develop as fast as the Colts would have liked, and I get it. It gets frustrating waiting on players to get as good as they can, and it just didn't exactly pan out right away. But other than having a great name, we got to do it. Yep, and combine. There we go. All right, we combined there. Okay, we'll quit being a child for a second. But overall, like I said, I think Rock Ya-Sin in a different kind of setting, in a different team, different coaching, I think maybe he could potentially be. I mean, we've seen what the Patriots style of coaching can do, and I think with Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler coming in with that kind of Patriot way, I mean, potentially maybe Rock Ya-Sin could pan out and be something more. We'll take a look at his stats real quick. So over the last couple of years, couple of interceptions. In year two, I think he kind of had a little bit of tougher go about it, but started 13 games, played in 15 his rookie year, had a pick, also had 62 total tackles. Second year around, it looks like he had a little bit of a tougher season by PFF standards, which we'll get into in a second here. But played in 13 games, also started 8, had another pick there, had 45 total tackles. And then this year, again, 13 and 8, had 8 pass deflections, also had fumble recovery and 31 total tackles. And then also, if you look at a guy over at his PFF grades for the last 3 years, I mean, his rookie year was his best, his rookie year had a solid year. Second year had a little bit of a rougher time going about it, but then this last year, 69.9 PFF grade, nearly a 70.0 PFF grade. That's respectable. Like, that is honestly one of those things where if you look at it, you really do like what you see from a young guy that can come in. And okay, could he be a quality depth piece? Absolutely. That's the very least you can expect from him. But the best case scenario is the Raiders could have another starting corner on the outside there, and I think it is one of those things where you will have to see, guys will have to compete, bring in a couple potentially more through the draft, really, because this is actually a very deep corner class, so we could see what the Raiders could do, because also they have needs at O-line and defensive tackle, I still feel like, and maybe even linebacker, but overall, he could be a very quality backup. At the very worst case scenario, a quality backup and a very good special teamer. Best case, the Raiders find themselves another good starting corner. Like, he could be serviceable. Not an all-pro potentially, but I mean, who knows? But if I was a betting man, I would say he could be a quality player for him. And I think he could be a guy that, probably is not going to break the bank when it does come time to go with his rookie contract or go with his 5th-year extension, But I mean, a guy that, again, is as good as him, or could be, I think he could have a lot of upside that I don't think a lot of fans or, not through no fault of their own, nobody really knows about this guy, but he's a guy that, again, he's got a lot of upside to him, and I think that fans should be really excited for him as a guy that was a former second-round pick out of Temple. Again, he's got the size, 6 foot, a $192, so he's got the size you want. Obviously, I think he's played at a relatively high level these last couple of years, and has there been growing pains? Yes, but other than quarterback, I would say corner is one of the toughest positions in all of the league. It's at least up there because like the wide receiver that you're defending, he knows his route. You don't. And there's a lot of different schematic things that you got to worry about scheme-wise, all of that different things going into it. So, I mean, Rock Ya-Sin can be a very big-time quality corner for the Las Vegas Raiders down the line, and I think you should definitely he's definitely a name to watch moving forward. And again, I think the Colts were patient with him, and they saw spurts of some things they liked. Because again, I think he was a guy that, trading up straight up for Yannick Ngakoue, it looks like one-sided, but this could potentially be a big-time trade for the Raiders, who again were addressing a position of need and also getting potentially a quality corner in the process. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. In the description, description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms, so give us a like and a follow there. We'd greatly appreciate it. You guys are truthfully awesome once again. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about Rock Ya-Sin potentially being a quality corner for the Las Vegas Raiders.